Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television GPTV. I'm Brett. In my hands is the Walking Dead Deluxe number 32. Now, for those who don't know, Walking Dead Deluxe is kind of a reprint of the original Walking Dead issue by issue. The difference is these are in color, so, slightly different. It's written by Robert Kirkman, art by Charlie Adlard, color by Dave McCaig, and lettering by Rus Wooton. Alright, last issue ended with a breakout looking like it's going to take place. Will Rick escape the governor's clutches? Well, we'll find out this issue. This is a storyline I kind of remember in big, broad picture, so it's interesting to go back and read issue by issue. And generally, it's been fun going back and reading this issue by issue. And I gotta say, this issue does bring a lot of tension. I don't remember what happened, so it was kind of fun to go back and reread this, and it was tense. I vaguely remember them, maybe successfully getting out, but I didn't remember the details as to what happened and who went with them and all that stuff. So it's, again, fun going back and experience the series from the beginning. I think what's really interesting is you kind of get some interesting stuff off of this, of the person that is breaking out Rick. There's this line where he's just like, I'm unaware of what was going on and, didn't know everything the governor was doing. To me, it's really interesting, and I think that's really pertinent for a lot of stuff to go that's going on today. With hopefully some people kind of wake up from their delusion and maybe accept that and admit that. Overall, I think the series has been really interesting when you kind of read it in the COVID context and kind of the modern political context, all that stuff going together. I think it's really kind of fascinating to go back and explore this series. Obviously, when it was written, we had much different situation. There was, economic uncertainty. We've got threats, a terror of unknown forces from beyond the borders. But now we kind of got the terror right here at home, and of course have COVID to deal with. So it's very interesting to go back and reread the series, dealing with all that, because it definitely is hitting a bit differently. And the issue is, I think, really solid. There's a build up to it as they leave. It's funny, is my issues with it are exactly that the issues that Robert Kirkman has at the end. Each issue has his notes leading into the issue of kind of his original ideas for the issue, and then his thoughts about those notes. And his is that there was just a bit too much talking and a bit much help me up and look over there and that sort of stuff. It was a bit it's a bit cheesy with the writing, and some of the stuff that happened was a little bit too predictable, and he kind of admits that was his he was kind of a young writer at that point and had it quite evolved. I still think it's got a great ending. This issue is really solid. The final panel that it leaves on, it's absolutely great. This is going to be a really interesting next couple issues when it comes to the art. I've said I've had some concerns of what it's going to be like colorized art. It gets pretty brutal after a point. Up to this point, it hasn't been bad, but what's about to go down is pretty crazy from what I remember. So I'm really, really interested in seeing what the series is going to be like with colorized. But overall, it's been fun going back, rereading this, and it's also been really interesting to get Kirkman's thoughts on this. As usual, I'm recommending it. I think it's just nice nostalgia. It's nice going back and rereading something, and it's been so long, it feels like I'm reading it again for the first time, which is great. So yeah, you can go get this out in comic shops now. We got a link beneath this video. Put in your zip code. It'll tell for comic shops near you. No shop, no problem. We'll have some links where you can purchase your own. There'll be affiliate links. We get a small percentage by doing that and support our site, so thank you. Just watch your videos, support us, so thank you for that. If you are into The Walking Dead, if you're into comics, Image, Skybound, check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, all at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. Until next time, keep reading those comics, and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.